Hey gorgeous, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is HollyLynora, and today's video we're doing a makeup how-to. We are going to learn how to keep your makeup fresher for longer hours throughout the day during these hotter days, humid days, summer months. This is the video for you if you have problems with makeup separation, cakey skin. If you have excessively oily skin, you can use these tips and tricks year round. Let me just say, this is not a video to shorten any form of routine. This is going to add a little bit to your routine, but it is going to help with all the things that I just mentioned. And it's nothing like crazy. It is a few extra steps, but I promise you it will help. So if you're new, I would love it if you would subscribe, join my beauty YouTube family. We are almost at 10K. Mind just blown. That's amazing. My birthday's next month. If we hit 10K by next month, oh my gosh. Oh, and I need to think of a giveaway too. Anyways, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and let's get into this video. Also, this routine works if you're a full coverage gal, medium coverage, skin tints. This routine works for any of those because it's what's happening underneath your foundation that is going to help us this summer. So yeah, enjoy the video. Okay, girl, I am comfy, I am cozy. I hope you are too. This top looks a little funky in my view because it's like the shoulders out and it's open back, but like all you can see is like, anyway, it's cute in real life, in person, yes. So let's talk a little bit of skincare first. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with a moisturizer. I'm gonna go in with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream. This is one of my all-time faves. It's beautiful, it's moisturizing, it's rich. I'm gonna go in with a little bit because it's so rich, but even if you have oily skin, you need to moisturize first, just so we're starting out with hydrated, ready to go, quenched skin. So I literally took, look how much I've used. I literally take the little gold spoon that it comes with, and I'm gonna start with literally just that much. And wipe it on my face. And spread. Pressing it into the skin. Like I always do. Anytime I'm putting on a moisturizer or primer, press it into the skin. You don't just want to like wipe it around, swipe it. You're just moving product. Press it into those pores. So essentially what we're doing here is we're focusing on clogging the pores. I know that sounds like, oh my gosh, Holly, why? But don't click out. Let me tell you. What? We are clogging these pores so that way when we do, it's hot, it's humid, oil begins to secrete, sweat begins to secrete. Your pores are essentially clogged and it blocks it. It helps tremendously. So with that being said, once you're home for the day, after clogging those pores, please wash your face. Like, give it a good exfoliation. Don't scrub, but definitely make sure you're using hot water to open those pores and then give your face a really good wash. So we're unclogging what we clogged for the day. Let that skin breathe. Eyelash glue. You can barely see it. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, next step. See that nice, just like shine that it gives? We're obsessing. I'm obsessing over this dewy skin cream. So I'll be honest, with primers, I switch in and out really just depending on how I feel my skin's doing, how I feel, you know, myself, whatever. A lot of the times will go in with a pore filling primer, such as the Too Faced Primed and Poreless, and the Porefessional from Benefit. That's a classic in the beauty community. This is a great one to go. I'll link all these down below, even though I'm not going to use all of them. Another great drugstore product is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I think it's like $6 or $7, and it is a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, which is a great, beautiful primer as well. It's just quite pricey. I will link all those below so you can check them out yourself and you can decide. You know your skin better than I do, girl. But today we're going to go in with the Milk Hydro Grip. This is another staple in the beauty community. A really good, I'm going to say dupe for that one is the NYX Plump Right Back Primer. It's got electrolytes in it and it's tacky. It's beautiful. I highly recommend that one. Much less expensive than this. And I'm going to go in with 2 pumps. And once again, we're starting the center. Ignore my nails. I'm working on it. I'm a busy gal, okay? Starting on the simmer. Starting on the center of my face. Once again, pressing in. And the reason I'm picking this one today is just to show you that this is a really highly tacky primer. So whatever we put on top of that primer, it's going to grab it and hold it for a really long time. Your makeup will be locked in all day. So I'm really focusing on my like extra porous areas, which I think for most people, it's gonna be around your nose, as well as mine right here is on my upper lip. So I'm definitely pushing like extra into those areas. And this is like so tacky. It's a really, really good primer. It's going to grab like nobody's business. Now that that's done, I'm gonna throw you a curveball here, okay? You need to grab a translucent powder, okay? Yes, a translucent powder. Girl, what? Wait, translucent powder? Under foundation? Yes, girl, I'm telling you. I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty. This is a Pro Filter Banana shade. So it's not quite translucent, but it's more my skin tone. So you can do translucent or your skin tone. I wouldn't recommend, oh no. I wouldn't recommend going darker, you know? Try to stick with the shade of your foundation or close to it. I'm gonna grab a stippling brush, which is gonna be light, airy, fluffy like this one, not dense. And we're going to, this is the IT brushes for Ulta Beauty Flawless Powder number 202. And I'm literally barely gonna pick up any. So like, that much is on my brush. I'm gonna tap. We're barely using any. And I'm literally dusting this on my face. I'm barely using any at all. So I know this is like, you've probably heard this trick before. It's an oldie but goodie, and if you mess it up, aka use too much powder, your whole foundation is gonna separate. It's not gonna lay right. So please listen when I say like barely any powder. And literally stipple it, sweep it, just spread it all around. And so the gripping primer that we just used is going to grab onto your loose powder. And what that powder is going to do is it's going to absorb anything that does seep through those pores, sweat, excess oil, etc. Your powder is going to absorb that. So that's one step that's really important. And it's really going to help beat the heat, if you will. A little goes a long way. Use just enough powder so that you have just a very, very soft, light veil of powder over your, I mean, barely even like, should barely even be able to see any form of powder. It's so light, you don't need a lot at all. Okay? Okay, you get the point. If you use too much, your foundation will tell you. Ask me how I know. Also, I added it all over my face just for the sake of the video, but any other time, what you can do is pick your most porous areas and simply add the powder there. And that way it won't cover up any of the glow that you put on. If you have a glowy, dewy primer, or if your moisturizer, the dewy skin cream is what you use and you don't want to cover all that glow, just focus that powder on where you tend to get really oily, where you tend to notice your makeup breaks up first. Focus it there. Okay, this is the last curveball that I'm going to show you today. It's actually a tip, it's not a curveball, but it is interesting. So you just gotta trust me on this and try it. Now, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a setting spray. Yes, a setting spray, girl, I know. I'm gonna go in with the Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray. Just because we went in with the Hydro Grip Primer, so let's follow the Milk makeup trend. And we're just gonna lock it in place. Lock everything we just did. We're literally locking all of what we just did in place. Give it a little bit of time to dry. Everything needs to set in. Okay, so literally what we have done is created a barrier, clogged the pores, created a wall, if you will, of our skin. That is going to stop excess oils, sweat from breaking out as much as it normally would, if that makes any sense at all. We have created a skin wall, and it's going to stop everything from coming through your foundation and really keep you looking fresh and just fresh all day. The difference between doing those little steps and just going in with your normal routine on hot, summery, humid days is unbelievable. So you've got to trust me on this and just try it. Your makeup will last so much longer and look so much better all day. If you get really oily, if your makeup tends to separate, go for it. You don't even have to do the full face. If you just do it around here, just do those steps around here. You know, it's just for the sake of the video, I'm doing the whole face, but you know what I'm saying. Let's go in as normal. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD Skin. I've been loving this. I did do a makeup review on it, and it lays beautifully with your skin. And what I want to say here is, since we've done all this, go ahead and use a beauty blender so that you are just pressing things into the skin instead of a brush, to where you're moving what we just did as well as the foundation. So use a beauty blender and just press everything in so that our base / barrier can stay put. So now that you have the best tips and tricks to beat that summer heat, I'm gonna go in and finish the rest of my makeup. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and this is my look for the day. I just did like a really shiny, shimmery eye with a wing, and these lashes are Sephora collection. They are called Craze, and I will be honest, I'm not, with my eyes, they just kind of shut them more. They make them a little more squinty, and I definitely like more of an opened, fluttery. It's because they're so dense and thick at the bottom, so it really like closes my eye off. So like you can see it. My eye looks, but I mean, I'm gonna wear them, it's fine. But after this, I probably won't wear them again. So if you have hooded eyes, watch out for that. Anyway, that was just an FYI. So that is my tips and tricks for keeping your makeup looking fresh and, you know, not separating, not cakey, God forbid, throughout the summer month, throughout these hotter days. Your makeup's gonna last longer than it normally would. So try it. Take those tips, tricks, put them to use. I'm telling you, you will really, like, it's a game changer. If you have problems with oily skin or makeup separation, whatever the case may be, take notes, try it. Let me know how it turns out. Thank you so much for watching. You are my rock star. And if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Join my beauty YouTube family, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye.